guys, ITFC 101 here yet again, bringing you episode number 37 of my Football Manager 2011 complete Ipswich Town playthrough. In this episode we're looking to get our third consecutive league win at home to Reading. Of course our home form has been absolutely exceptional this year. It is the reason why we are near the top of the table. I think it's like the 33rd game or something and we're third place, so I'm hoping to get this series wrapped up. I might not. I might. Would you guys want to see a mixture between FM 2011 and FM 2012 when that comes out? Because if you want to see like a mixture of them, then fine. If you want me just to finish this series before moving on to Football Manager 2012, I don't know. I'll figure something out. But I definitely want to get this series done, as I've had really enjoyed doing the series, and then I can move on to Football Manager 2012 and really enjoy that series and bring you some pretty cool content. So yeah, and in this video of course I'm not going to be talking about the gameplay as it's a post commentary. The next couple of games from this series is probably going to be live commentaries. I'll try and get a couple of them done for you. If not, they'll just be post commentaries as normal, but I definitely want to do some live commentaries because they're pretty easy to do and I need to get as many games out in a short space of time as I possibly can. But anyway, this is not going to be about the gameplay, as it has been a pretty terrific week to be an Ipswich fan, to be honest with you. Last Monday we beat Coventry 3-0 at home in front of the Sky cameras. I don't know if any of you watched that, but it was a really impressive 3-0 win. We totally outplayed Coventry in pretty much every department and really deserved a win and should have won by more. But after that win we were like, yeah, you know, we're not on a really good run. We win one, lose one, draw one, you know, stuff like that. And we were coming into tricky fixtures in the next week. In the next week after that, we had Middlesbrough away, West Ham away, and Brighton at home. So two of them like favourites, you know, because Middlesbrough the only unbeaten side in the Championship. Then you got West Ham, who's probably got the strongest side in the division, and then you got Brighton, who've made a flying start of the season after winning promotion from League One. So they're all three really difficult games, and probably not many people gave us a chance to get a win in any of them. You know, maybe a point here or there, but definitely not what we managed to achieve. But I'll take it game by game. Against Middlesbrough, I didn't attend because I've been moving into uni the last week. If you didn't know, I've moved back for my second year at the University of East Anglia. So that meant because I was getting settled in my new house, I wasn't able to go to the Middlesbrough and West Ham games, which is a huge shame, as of course they'd have been two pretty cool games to go to. But anyway, we faced Middlesbrough on the Saturday and we totally outplayed them, to be honest with you. For the first half especially, we were absolutely fantastic. Chopra should have scored, Sonko should have scored, Scotland hit the post, Scotland put one just wide, which was another good save. And for a side that hadn't lost all season, we were the much better team against a place that's hard to go to. I mean, not many people go to the Riverside and win it these days, especially since Tony Mowbray's got there. He's done a fantastic job. He's a legend here at Ipswich, and I know he's going to do a fantastic job at Middlesbrough. But so we got a fantastic point on the road there. A 0-0 draw was respectable, even though at the start of the match we'd have took the draw, but after the match proceedings we'd have definitely disappointed with just a draw, because we totally dominated 80% of the match, I'd say. But that definitely gave us reason to be cheerful. A clean sheet, 2 clean sheets on the trot, and so we went to Upton Park confident. Of course I didn't go because of course that's my first day of uni on the Tuesday, so I was unable to attend. Otherwise, because I couldn't really miss my first day of lectures. I'd have loved to, of course, but logistically it couldn't really happen. So I listened to it in my uni room. It's not on the uni now. I live in a house now, not at the uni. It's like a 10-minute walk away from the UEA, and I probably shouldn't say that on YouTube in case it don't matter. Anyway, so yeah, I listened to it in my room, and again we dominated a top class Championship side. They've probably got the strongest squad in the division, with a midfield with like Kevin Nolan, Matty Taylor, Mark Noble, Jack Collison, David Bentley. And then they've got strikers like John Carew, Carlton Cole. There's another striker I was thinking of, but I can't remember his name. But they've got people like that, which for a Championship squad is totally unbelievable. I mean, that in my eyes, they got the strongest squad in the division. and we managed to dominate them again in the first half. We should have been gone. We should have gone in the half time in front. We went into half time 0-0, so we thought I was going to be the same old story again. But once again, we'd have at half time, at the start of the match, we'd have took the point, no problem. We'd have snapped your hand off for a point at Upton Park. In the first half, Bowyer hit the post. I think Chopra forced a good save from Robert Green, and our passing was fantastic. Our fullbacks, Aaron Cresswell and Carlos Edwards, because we've started to play a diamond in midfield. We've had Jimmy Bullard in the holding midfield role with Keith Andrews and Lee Bowyer ahead of them, with Grant Ledbetter as the pinpoint of the diamond behind the two strikers in the hole, and that have left a lack of width, if you will, but that put more pressure on our wing backs, Carlos Edwards and Aaron Cresswell, and they have responded to the challenge brilliantly. I mean, Aaron Cresswell, he was a fantastic signing from Tranmere. I don't know if I have any Tranmere fans watching, but I'm sorry you lost him, but he is a fantastic little player. And to get him for a fee we did in Tribune of 240,000 was a total steal. And so yeah, West Ham had to change their system to deal with our fullbacks. They were causing so much problems. And West Ham came into it in the second half a lot more like Middlesbrough did in the previous match. But we managed to score an 89th minute winner from a corner. Keith Andrews headed to the post and it came out to Bowyer, who hit it under Rob Green. So we managed to get a fantastic win at Upton Park. It's probably going to be the hardest game of the season, I'd say, away at West Ham. I mean, recently relegated from the Premiership, of course, just come down, and to win at their place and to win by controlling possession against West Ham is no mean feat. We passed them off the park, and it was just a fantastic display. And so 4 points out of away games against Middlesbrough and West Ham without conceding a goal couldn't have gone much better. It was a fantastic 4 days to be an Ipswich fan. But then the hard games didn't exactly stop coming. I'm recording this on the Saturday night, well technically Sunday morning, but today we faced Brighton at home, and of course they've had a great start to the season, but I think they've only had like one win in the last 5 games and conceding a lot more goals than they did at the start of the season. They drew at Leeds, at home to Leeds. They lost at home to Crystal Palace, and I think they lost the game before the Leeds game as well. It might have been to Leicester, I'm not sure, but they're not on the best of runs, but they're still a good side, and they're expecting to cause us problems. And once again, for the first half, we absolutely dominated. David Stockdale, our keeper on loan from Fulham, had absolutely nothing to do. Michael Chopra should have scored. He shouldn't. It wasn't that he shouldn't have scored. It's just a fantastic save from Ankergren. But Stockdale had nothing to do. We had the chances, and we should have been 2-0 up at half time comfortably. And then early in the second half, they got a sucker punch goal. Vicente, the midfielder they signed from Valencia, was an absolutely coup of a signing for Brighton to give up to Gus Poyet and Tony Bloom for getting that signing done. But that was a sucker punch. That caught us cold, that goal, because we were the much better side up until then. But then after that, we got our game to give. Michael Chopra scored 2 stunning goals from outside the area. Like Vicente's was outside the area, so some really good goals. And Ibrahim Songo also scored. So we managed to beat Brighton 3-1, so it was 7 points in a week, 7 points out of 9 from 3 really tough games. So it's been a really good week to be an Ipswich fan. We're moving up the table on a solid run, but the international break have come at the real wrong time for us. We've got all the momentum in the world. We've only conceded 1 goal in the last 4 games, and now our momentum's going to come to a stop because it's internationals, which is a real shame really. But I guess that's football for you, and we'll have to try and get on in the next game, which is away at Cardiff, which proves to be a tough game, I'm sure. But we have a good record at Cardiff, so I'm quietly confident. But we'll have to wait and see. I remember a comment, one of my subscribers who enjoy the series, he is a Brighton fan. I can't remember your username, I'm really sorry. But he said, who do you think are better, Brighton or Southampton? And I said I'd wait and see until I've seen both teams play. So now I've seen them both play at Portman Road, and I'm sorry to say Southampton were the far superior side in my eyes. Southampton totally ripped us to shreds. It is true to say that they played us at a different time. Southampton played us when we were low on confidence in a formation that didn't suit us, and Brighton caught us when we were full of confidence playing a good formation. So I know on them evidence it's not fair to say, oh, Southampton are the better side, but Brighton did have their bright spots, but I think they played a bit negative, to be honest. I mean, their defence would keep balls for like minutes at a time. Even their keeper held on for like 30 seconds. But they've got good players, so I'm sure they'll be up and around the playoff action. But I'm sorry to say, my Brighton subscriber, I think Southampton are the stronger team. Hopefully that doesn't upset you too much. I'm just giving you my honest opinion, but I definitely think Brighton will be up there this season. I've totally overran on the gameplay, which finished Ipswich 1 and Reading 1. But luckily I've got pictures to show you. These are the ones from Coventry, the 3-0 win against Coventry at Portman Road. Of course I haven't got pictures from Middlesbrough or the West Ham games, as I did not attend, unfortunately. But I'm hoping to go to the Cardiff game, and I shall bring you pictures of that once I've been to that. But yeah, so Football Manager 2012 is out in a couple of weeks, a few weeks, and I think Ipswich are going to have a super strong squad, and that I'm really looking forward to that. But now these are the pictures for the Brighton match. A really good support from Brighton, by the way. Fair play to the Brighton fans. They were singing really early, like 40 minutes prior to kick-off. There's a picture of them there. They sit in the upper Cobbold. That's where they put the away fans. But they were singing really early. They sang all the way until we started to get on. They sung in the first half, but then when we took the lead in the second, they kind of got quiet, which you'd expect. But really fair play to the Brighton fans. I know they're a passionate bunch, so fair play to them. I know it's not the longest of journeys, it's just a couple of hours down the road. Well, I guess every fan will say Ipswich is a long journey. There's another picture of them there in the upper, you can see. I think there's 1,500 Brighton fans, so well done to them, compared to only like 100 Coventry fans that had come the previous Monday night. So it goes to show that the away fans are important, and every club needs a good away fan base. But I hope you enjoyed this episode number 37. I'll be back with some more Football Manager coming soon, probably some live commentaries before some more post commentaries, more pictures of course. And yeah, so I'm hoping you're enjoying the series. Football Manager 2012 is coming very soon. I'm very excited, and I shall see you guys in the next episode. Later guys.